Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is about sorting materials into groups. There are many variety of objects around us and everywhere like chair, a bullock cart, cycle, cooking utensils, clothing and all. All these objects have different shapes, different colors and uses. The things which we all use in our daily life are made up of different types and materials. All these materials have mass, shape, and are classified based on many criteria, including their physical states and properties. Today, we see about the types of materials and its properties and types of classification based on it. Properties of materials. Have you all ever wondered why a tumbler is not made with a piece of cloth? We generally use a tumbler to keep a liquid, so we need glass, plastic, or other such material that will hold water. Similarly, it would not be wise to use paper like materials for cooking vessel. So we choose a material to make an object depending on its properties and the purpose for which the object is to be used. Here are some properties. The first criteria is based on their appearance. The appearance of materials varies in color, varies in texture and luster. And the second one is hardness depending on its texture, and the third one is based on their solubility. It depends on soluble or insoluble materials in water, and the last one is based upon the transparency, appearance based on the light transmission. First property, appearance. Materials usually look different from each other. Wood looks very different from iron, and iron appears different from other metals. But copper, iron, and aluminium have some same similarity that are not there in the wood. Based on its appearance, it is classified into two, lustrous and non lustrous. Some metal like gold, copper, iron, and aluminium looks shiny and are termed as lustrous material, and some metals often lose their shine and appear dull. Example, graphite and wood because of the action of air and moisture on them. They are called non-lustrous material. And here are some examples of lustrous material that are gold, aluminium, iron, copper, silver and diamond. Second property, hardness. When we press different materials with our hands, some of them may be hard to compress while others can be easily compressed. Materials that can be compressed or deformed easily are soft substance. Example, cotton, sponge, and whereas materials that are difficult to bend or compress are hard substance. Example, iron. And the third property is about solubility. Solubility is classified into soluble and insoluble. It can be known it by doing a very simple test. We can try it in our home. First take few samples of salt, sugar, chalk powder and sand and take 4 glasses. Fill each one of them about 2/3 with water and add a small amount of sugar to the first glass, salt to the second, and similarly add small amounts of the other substances into the other 2 glasses. After adding all, stir all the contents with a spoon and wait for a few minutes. After a few minutes, we can observe that the salt and sugar have completely dissolved, and the remaining 2 glasses, salt and chalk powder, remains indissolved and form a separate layer when kept aside for some time. So, the soluble substance that are completely dissolved and disappear in water are called soluble substances. Example, salt and sugar. Insoluble substances does not dissolve in water. Example, sand. Some of the materials that did not mix with water that used to float to the surface of the water. And example, if LE floats on water, and some may have sunk into the bottom. Example, a metal spoon that sinks in water. It all because of the density. It is the main reason for the objects that sink or float. And the last property is about transparency. It is classified into transparent, opaque and translucent. that we might have played the game of hide and seek in our early childhood period, and now just think of some places where we would like to hide so that nobody can't see us. Would we try to hide behind a glass window? Obviously not, because our friends can see through it. So those substances or materials through which the things can be seen are called transparent. Example, glass and water are some examples. And usually shopkeepers prefer to keep biscuits and chocolates inside the glass containers so that buyers can easily see those items. On the other hand, there are some materials through which we cannot able to see, that are called opaque, which means which does not allow the light to pass through it. Examples are wood and metals. And an object which allows partial passage to light is called translucent object, which means the material through which objects can't be seen but not can be seen. Sorry, can be seen but not clearly, or called translucent. Example, plastic bottle and paper cup. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos.